Again, guys, welcome back to another episode. On tonight, we are going to dive into The Day Before. If you guys are unfamiliar with The Day Before, it is a brand new game, supposedly, that is coming out, was supposed to be coming out in March. As of right now, it has actually been pushed back to November, another 9 months away. But that is not what I'm here to talk about. It is here to talk about The Day Before. But in reality, what I'm actually here to talk about is why it got pushed back, what's going on with The Day Before and the developers. So let's all jump into it here. So the TLDR, hey Lava, how you doing? Is that essentially, how have you been, man? I'm good. Essentially what's going on with The Day Before, and this is a game I was actually really looking forward to. It was supposed to release this past June. I want to say it was like June 22nd or June 23rd of 2022, but they decided to push it back about 8-9 months again because they wanted to redo it in Unreal Engine 5, right? You want to do it in Unreal Engine 5, which I totally understand. The software was brand new, just came out, so you want to make your game as optimized as possible for the best gameplay that you can get, right? Well, now, in recent light of them actually, spoiler alert, not trademarking their IP, their game has now been pushed back till November of this year. Speculation is going around that, is this game legit? Is it a legit game? Is it too good to be true? I mean, I got a couple articles pulled up here, but before we jump into those articles, I think we should watch some gameplay trailers here. Hopefully it doesn't take anything down here, but let's go ahead, hop into these trailers. I'm gonna keep my face right here. Hopefully it's not impeding too much. I actually gotta drop that, bop this, go here. All right, so this is the first trailer that dropped for The Day Before. This dropped about a year ago, a little over a year ago. Let's take a look here at it. How are you doing, Lava? How's life treating you? So already it's kind of keeping you interested. Like, hey, what's going on with this game? It's kind of looking post-apocalyptic, like kind of like The Division or The Last of Us. And well, let's keep playing. Let's see what it's all about. I'm good. Life is good. You? Yeah, everything's hitting well. Everything's going great. This was actually a huge stunner when I woke up this morning that this game actually crapped the bed. Supposedly this is a legit game. We'll find out here with these couple trailers, and then we'll jump into a couple articles, read those, and then I'll give my opinion on that. But I don't know what's going on with this game. What is going on with these developers? Fantastic and Mytonic, something like that. So you had people working out, you got some people relaxing here. Clearly it's looking like, they're kind of wearing bucket helmets. It's looking like it's got an area for gathering of players or potentially NPCs and players. It's clearly third person. That is the character this person is controlling. There he is yet again. So as you can see right here, it's kind of got the same vibes that The Division has, or The Last of Us, or, a combination of both of them. Maybe even Ghost Recon a little bit. But for some reason, I think everyone had high hopes for this game, as 2022 ended up being a poor year for games outside of Elden Ring and God of War. So let's keep playing here. You guys can kind of see what I'm liking about it. I like the aspect that it is third person, as well as the aspect of it being, there's infected or zombies. I don't know what exactly you could call them. This kind of looks like everything like I like games. I mean, really, it's looking like a pretty good game so far. Or at least so I like to think here. We're going to turn it down just a little bit more for you guys so it's not over blaring in your ears. No, it's got a looting system. Clearly, they're on keyboard right there. Kind of got a DayZ type of vibe right here. All right, we're going to skip ahead. Sorry, I'm losing my voice a little bit today. Ooh, brand new phone. I don't know what you're going to need a brand new phone in this era. Looking kind of like pointless. Maybe to collect the minerals, you know, the rare materials from it. So you kind of have a shelter area, you know, kind of like a mother base, so to speak. Looks like you can upgrade it, decorate, you know, things like that. Which is kind of cool. I mean, there's obviously a crafter's table, so I mean, theoretically, you know, with this weapon, you should be able to upgrade it a little bit more. Instead of, you know, having the tape or whatever around there, you could probably get that, you know, fixed, you know, and I'm assuming that'd be kind of cool if they had like a skill tree and everything like that, where, you know, the higher your crafting skill, the better you can repair and the better weapons you can craft, right? So let's continue taking a look here. You can obviously add scopes, different kind of muzzle attachments like suppressors, and you can change out the stocks or add like a bandolier there. So you have extra ammo right there. You just pick it up, pop it into the receiver, and boom, you're good to go. You know, you can hot load it essentially. Looks like there is or was supposed to be a driving aspect, which is kind of cool. Kind of throws Mud Runner type of vibes on here. And this is from IGN, guys, so this is a legitimate platform to take away. But I don't know what I could take. So this is the release, or this is the original release that they were saying. It's supposed to come out on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. And this is the date that it was actually supposed to release on. I know this is cumbersome, taking a little bit of time here. $6/21 of... Oh, wait for it, guys. Wait for it. 22. It was supposed to release this past year, over 6 months ago. But again, they decided to push it back for Unreal Engine 5. So we're going to exit this. We're going to take a look at this gameplay trailer that dropped 3 weeks ago. This is from NVIDIA or GameSpot, which NVIDIA was absolutely backing up. While we were here, later in the end of the vid, could we see the remake comparisons of The Last of Us 1 to the older Last of Us 1 because the changes are shocking? We can definitely try. I'll definitely take a look at it, see if anything goes on. So this is with NVIDIA RTX on. So this looks absolutely stunning. It really does look phenomenal as a game, or as a trailer showpiece, I should say. Not as a game, as a trailer showpiece. Looks like you can squad up to 5 people, counting yourself, so 4 others on top of you. I mean, realistically, you know, this is actually looking not bad as a game, considering how horrible the games have been recently. I, for the most part, was super excited. This particular trailer didn't exactly turn me on. In fact, it kind of made me a little bit worried because they hadn't shown anything we hadn't already seen. And then obviously they got a first-person mode that you can always get down to or look at. So, I mean, this is kind of cool. This kind of gave me like Jurassic Park vibes right here. You know, kind of like a hidden area type of deal. So, yes, it was slated to come out March 1st, 2023. What happened, guys? I cannot tell you. So, let's hop into a couple articles here. We're going to head straight over to GameSpot. The Day Before, delayed to November 2023 amid trademark dispute and legal issues. So the issue with it is that they did not trademark their IP. They decided to drop the ball after they trademarked their IP. The post-apocalyptic game, The Day Before, which has been criticized for its reported use of unpaid workers, has been delayed to November 2023 due in part to a trademark issue, it seems. The game has been pushed from March 2023 to November 2023. Developer, Fanatic, and publisher Mytona said in a statement that Steam blocked The Day Before from getting a page on the store due to a request from a private individual over the game's name. The studio said when it announced The Day Before in January of 2021, so that's 2 years ago now, guys, 2 years ago, the name The Day Before was available to trademark as a video game. After this, a person registered that name with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, beating Fantastic to the punch. So this is their tweet they sent out super early this morning, or late last night, I should say. Late last night, early this morning. Dear fans, right before the release, Steam blocked our game page at the request of a private individual because of the name The Day Before. As you know, our game was announced in January 2021. At the time of the announcement, the Day Before game was available. Well, right there, they should have freaking trademarked it. They should have trademarked it. When they found out it was available, they should have thrown their name into the hat, trademarked it, claimed it, boom. After that, they could ultimately change it however they wanted. This is on them. After the announcement of the game, the above-mentioned individual filled out an application before us to register the game trademark The Day Before in the United States. So what's next? Previously, we were not aware of the existence of claims. We found out about this only on January 19th, 2023, 6 days ago, about a week ago, when we received a complaint from him and a request to contact him. We previously planned to post a lengthy gameplay video later this month, but we'll have to sort this issue out first. We will post a video ASAP. As a result, we have made the difficult decision to postpone the launch to November 10th, 2023. 9 months away, guys. So they now have to fight legal battles on top of not trademarking this video game. We understand this may disappoint many of our fans. However, we want to ensure we release the best possible game. Our 100% focus remains on the game itself and how to deliver you the best game possible. Thank you, and we hope for your support. Sincerely, Mytona and Fantastic. So the biggest issue that I see with this is that they had every ample opportunity to do this, to trademark and patent this game, right? They had every ample opportunity. They decided not to until it was almost time for release. That should be sending up a red flag right there. If we're going to be honest here, that should send up a red flag. Because I don't know if they're going to talk about in this article. I read about halfway through the article, and I was a little red. I was a little upset. But a company doesn't trademark a video game right before its release. They trademark the name of the game months, if not years, in advance. So right there, this is telling me that, is this game legit? Is this really happening? Or are they in the area of, A, we have not received enough money to actually be able to publish this game, produce it, send it out? Or B, this game is not freaking happening. Fantastic went on to say that it found out about the trademark issue on January 19th, 2023, when the person owning The Day Before's video game trademark reached out with a request to talk. Now we find out all the circumstances of the incident, and we will definitely solve everything, Fantastic says. The studio went on to say that it planned to release a lengthy gameplay video for The Day Before in January. So this month, I'm assuming it was supposed to come out probably Thursday or Friday, I'm assuming, because we're almost at the end of the month. And maybe next Tuesday would have been the absolute latest. I'm just kind of speculating here based upon Typically, video games are releasing on Tuesdays. Maybe they want to drop the trailer also on a Tuesday. I don't know for sure. The studio went on to say it had plans to release a lengthy gameplay video for the day before in January. But the video now won't be released until the studio can sort this issue out. The video will be posted ASAP, the studio said. A new gameplay video for the day before was released during CES 2023. For the new gameplay video, Fantastic says lawyers have to approve its release. Regarding the delay, Fantastic said it was necessary to push the day before to November 10th, 2023, and it understands this might disappoint some fans. However, we want to ensure we release the best possible game, Fantastic said. Our 100% focus remains on the game itself and how to deliver the best game possible. Thank you, and we hope for your support. In May 2022, Fantastic announced that the day before shifted to the Unreal Engine 5, which resulted in a delay to 2023, which we talked about earlier, which totally understandable. Brand new engine comes out, you want to use it, right? You want to make this game for next gen, right? You want to use next gen software for a next gen game, which is an all remote studio, or Fantastic, which is an all remote studio, has never released a game, describes its workers as volunteers. Company founders Eduard Gutovtsev and Eisen Gutovtsev said Fantastic has more than 100 full-time internal volunteers, which also means employees from places like Singapore, Russia, the Netherlands, Thailand, Ukraine, Finland, Kazakhstan, and Belarus. Fantastic also works with supporters who help with testing and reviewing, and it works with about 40 of these people in the US and worldwide. Presumably, some people who are working on the day before are being paid, but official details are unavailable. You can find out more about life at Fantastic in the video above. We're not going to watch that video. I don't need to. The day before gives off some major Last of Us vibes, as we saw in a previous 13-minute gameplay demo. I'm not going to play that because that's going to take a long time. It is set in a post-pandemic America where zombies are a constant danger and the remaining humans are fighting to control what precious few resources remain. The game has a lot of hype behind it already, as the day before was, for a period of time, Steam's most wish-listed game. So, I mean, if we're going to be real here, I would say Fantastic kind of has dropped the ball. Right here, where was it? These two paragraphs basically says all you need to know about Fantastic. I mean, yeah, we all knew that they switched to Unreal Engine 5. That's totally fine. I would do that too if I was a developer right now. I would be wanting to switch to Real Engine 5 instead of using Unreal Engine 4. It's a little bit more, I can't say more reliable. It is more geared towards next gen, higher end PCs, better, PS5s, Xbox Series X's. The issue is a lot of things are being hindered with the Series S, but we're not going to discuss that. And this one right here, this sentence, Fantastic, which is an all-remote studio, has never released a game. If I remember correct, they actually had quite a few projects that they've never completed. That goes to show you that this is probably too good to be true. Not trying to sound mean or anything like that, but it probably is too good to be true. So let's head over to Eurogamer. Let's see what they changed compared to this. Clearly, they are advertising for Spoken, which I've heard horrible reviews about, horrible dialogue, anything like that. So I don't have a PS5, so I'm not going to play it. Developers Fantastic has announced the day before will not be releasing as expected on the 1st of March. Instead, the MMO is now set to release on the 10th of November. The reason for this fairly sizable delay? The developer claims it did not trademark the game's name, and now someone else has done so instead. It has actually been removed from the Steam platform. Like, I could open up Steam right now, and it is not on here. So I'm looking at my wish list, because I had it wish listed. It is no longer on there. No longer on there. The day before. So I pull that up. Nothing pops up. This is what pops up on the day before, which is not supposed to be there. That is supposed to be strictly new. What's going on here? All right. There we go. In addition to this disappearance, any pre-existing links to the page, such as the one in the YouTube description for the video above, now just take you to Steam's homepage. Initially, Fantastic claimed this was due to a minor technical difficulty. So they first said it was straight off from a technical difficulty. Well, clearly they're lying, which has affected multiple titles in the past. So you would think they would learn from their mistakes, right? Well, freaking learn, guys. At this point, the developer assured fans all is well and to just have a little patience. But fast forward a few hours, and they sent out, yeah, we've already read that, da 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 da. The wording here has confused many, with several people pointing out to the delivering the best game possible as a phrase often used when things like gameplay mechanics need fine-tuning or bugs need to be ironed out. It is not something that you expect to hear when only a trademark filing is involved. Again, they had more than enough time to do this trademark filing. In fact, the day before has been the source of several raised eyebrows since its announcement. It was initially delayed, wanted to give new time for the engine, and last year came to light that volunteers were used to help the studio's game development. So, again, with the volunteers, are they actually volunteers? Or are they slaves not being paid? At this point, the developer stated its culture is based on the idea of volunteering, and as such, every Fantastic member is a volunteer, paid or not. The wording resulted in Fantastic further defending its choice to use unpaid volunteers to develop its games. The company then went on to explain it had plans to hire some of its volunteers for full-time work. Here's a good example. Recently, one of our first volunteers from the Netherlands became a full-time internal volunteer employee. See, they're using volunteer and employee interchangeably. Volunteer means they're not being paid to do this. Employee means they're being paid. So, freaking choose a title. And more will be recruited, the developer told Eurogamer in June. I honestly don't know what to think of this. It's this isn't the conversations we should be having with this game, honestly. I mean, if we're being real here, this is not the type of conversations we should be having. This is the exact opposite. I mean, we should be talking about this game is coming out in just over a month. What do we want to see from it? What do we want to do with it? Because if I were to this is a game I would have sunk hours upon hours into. But now I don't know if it's something I actually even want to touch. I don't know if I want to give them my support. Like this is horrible. So I would say, in conclusion, the jury's out. I don't think I will get this game until we find out more information. If it gets back on the Steam store, it's going to stay in my wish list. But I don't think it's going to be a game that will be enjoyable, just based on the fact that a lot of the wording they're used is very, very confusing. I mean, it's seeming like it's getting pretty tough for the most part, and they can't seem to be able to do anything right. This developer, Fantastic and Mytonic, they are struggling. But on that, we are actually going to get into our